You can imagine I've been watching a lot of movies as I recover during the quarantine. Um, so yeah, there's two of them I want to talk to you about, and they were cool, really. So one was Russian, one was American. Yeah, of course, American. Duh. Um, so I'll talk to you about the Russian one. I don't want to make it one long video, so I'll do like one at a time. All right, so the first one is called Superdeep, or The Superdeep. It's a Russian movie. I know that title is very suggestive, and take it in another context, it would be really weird, but the Russian title is just too long, and I'm not going to, I probably mess up the pronunciation, so we're going to go super deep. So anyway, it's about this ragtag team of Russian special forces, the military, and like scientists. So this distraught scientist who's kind of like loopy after she kind of like tested an experimental vaccine like on her partner, and it went wrong. So she's like trying to forget about it, but she gets kind of like pulled in, and there's like this mining research lab, like so many layers under the ground, like in like the furthest reach of Russia, pretty much. And she's like getting warnings all over from like the dudes leaving the place. There's an incident like as soon as she gets off the helicopter to like transport there, like some guy commits suicide via hand grenade. Um, so it's all a bunch of red flags, and she's like, "What did I get myself into?" So she eventually finds out that it's like this ancient fungus. It's been growing under so many layers of the earth. It was around since the dinosaurs, but the ice age kind of like killed it, and because things are heating up, it's out. And what it does, it's ugly. It changes you, it makes you look like Swiss cheese, pretty much. And what happens is, it's pretty clever. It tricks your brain into thinking you're okay, so you like mingle with your friends, and then your body explodes, and you spread it to other people. Now, there's an actual mushroom slash fungus that does this. It affects ants, actually. It's brilliant. So what it does, it turns the ant into a zombie, and it makes it go to like its nest, right? Uh, then like this little worm fungus sprout comes out of its head and goes, and more spores come out and affect the colony. And that's what this thing does. Like it tricks people into thinking they're okay until they get to like a certain part. Then they just like sprout roots. Like there's people like growing like weird tree bark looking gross on them and stuff. The whole team gets all paranoid. It's a really good movie, but it's like a monster movie too. I didn't really expect that. So when you finally see this mutation, pretty much, I guess it's like a collection of people, pretty much. So what this thing does, it absorbs people, and this is like towards the end, by the way. Um, it literally just kind of like consumes people, and it looks like a really big bug, pretty much, with everyone's like limbs. You know what it actually reminds me of? Like something like out of The Thing, actually. Another weird. It's like a reject from John Carpenter's The Thing, pretty much. In the same vein. Actually, same kind of premise if you think about it. The Thing whereas the Thing kind of duplicated itself to someone, and then would lash out when it got someone alone, and then absorb them. This, what it infects people. This fungus in this movie uh, gives them the illusion of being okay until they reach to like a crowded point, and and or somewhere along the lines. But I liked it. The CGI was acceptable, but it felt big. I noticed that Russian movies, they must have like a crazy budget. I mean, the acting is so. And this particular one, I noticed. So it's all dubbed in English, which is okay. Like if you have a problem reading subtitles, I don't care. I like foreign films. I would have preferred it to be subtitled. People speaking in their actual language, because the mouth. It's like, "Hi, how you doing?" It's like one of those things. But I guess it helps, that they're all speaking English, so you kind of stay focused. The visuals are nuts. Like when they show you the underground parts and like the makes you feel like because you're supposed to be like really hot underground, so you're going from one extreme to another, like really cold, a big elevator, and really hot because it's so many layers under the Earth's crust. Uh, but yeah, like I said, they make it like the CGI ain't too bad. It's not the best, but it ain't too bad. They make it, they augment a lot of things to make it look bigger. Um, I watch a lot of Russian war movies, so I see the scale of sets they can work with. Like I said, the acting is 50-50. I mean, I thought everyone did a great job. I thought it was a great, and speaking of parallels too, because one of the scientists like knows that if this gets out, it's like the end of the world, so he tries to like shut down things like really really quickly. Like he tries to sabotage stuff, but the military at the same time says, well, we kind of need this as a bioweapon. So there's that plot points in it. Then the Anya, the main scientist, is like, listen, I just want to get the heck out of here. Okay, I studied it. I think we should leave. And the climax I thought was pretty good. It made you it made you think like, oh, ambiguous, maybe not, because pretty much everything comes to a head. Everyone like dies somewhat, becomes infected or delusional, and it's assumed that she's also like infected at the end too by this, you know, ancient fungus. So it harkens back to the beginning when we see a scientist commit suicide via hand grenade. She has a hand grenade that she stole. She knows that they're going to take her and probably do weird experiments. So her last thing to do is to pull the pin. We don't get to see her pull the pin. We hear it, and then everything kind of like fades to black. So you know, but I appreciate it them going for like a science fiction horror that was like disguised as a monster movie, or a monster movie disguised as a science fiction horror. I like that. We don't really see the creature till like near the end, but we see it in good detail, and I thought it was great. Especially for a Russian movie. It wasn't too long. It just felt really really good, and I definitely recommend it. If you like foreign monster movies, gore, and things that just kind of like give you the creeps, like the fungus, the infection, like when you see the victims, what it does, like it turns people into Swiss cheese. I'm not lying. You can look up the stills to it. It's fun. And I thought it was pretty cool. And yeah, I guess if it was on, I'd definitely watch it again. So there you go. That's it. It's Superdeep, Russian film. You can probably watch it like if you have Shudder. That's how I watched it. I have like a free trial for Shudder. You got a lot of horror stuff on there. I think AMC owns it, but that's how I watched this one. But I'm sure by now, like I said, it's a year old, so you can probably stream it anywhere you want. So definitely give it a look. And I think it's one of the better Russian horror movies out there. All right, guys. That's all I got to say. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you all next time.